failure is not what defines you. I have failed many, many, many times. I started as a hairstylist. I gave up. I started a first business. It didn't work out. I started other businesses that didn't work out. I started YouTube channels that did not work out. I started many things that did not work out. Maybe I quit when it was too early. Maybe I did not have the passion for it. Maybe I did not have the resourcefulness for it. Maybe I did not have the mindset for it. There are so many ways you can fail. But the problem is when you are stuck with those failures, it's hard to look back at your past and feel good about it. I totally get it. I've been there more than once. You think about all the time you have wasted, all the money you have wasted, and you feel like a loser. You feel that you are not capable of achieving anything in this life, but it's not true. I'm telling you, you have to keep on trying. I think one of the most important thing is be authentic with yourself. Do not chase trends. If you are constantly chasing what is in, you will always fail. Not always, but most of the time you will fail. And even if you do succeed, you will be wearing a mask because it's not who you are truly. And some people can succeed when it comes to being fake, but it's not a long-term strategy that I recommend for anyone. It's much better to be authentic with yourself and with your audience, whatever the case might be, whether it's a product, whether it's a service, whether it's coaching. The more you can be authentic with who you are, and it's not easy to be authentic. That's why I preach things like meditation, not caring so much about the opinion of others, doing things that you like, finding things that you like, and going all in your hobbies, in your business. Once you define who you are, and it's a process, it's a lifestyle, it's a lifelong process. But once you can find out who you are and what you want, it's much easier to get it because now you have a mission. You know what you want. It's easier. But for you guys, especially young guys, figure out who you are. To not fall prey to groupthink because we all do. Find out who you are individually. I'm not telling you to be an individualist person. I'm telling you to find what works for you, who you are. Have that self awareness the way Gary Vee would explain. Find out what you are good at, what you like, what resonates with you. And it takes time. And don't be ashamed of who you are just because you are listening to different type of music and the people you hang out with listen to another type of music, or you have tastes that are different from the people around you. Does not matter. You can find your tribe, you can find yourself. Just be who you are. And those failures, they are part of the process. And I don't want, but those failures make you learn things about you. Yes, they give you feedback, and that's amazing. But they also teach you about who you are and what you are willing to go through to get to where you want. They can be stepping stone, but if you change the word failure to lessons, if you can learn the lesson from that failure and understand that the most important lesson is that you are still alive, you can still move forward. You don't need to be thinking about what others will think about your failure. Doesn't matter. Think about it. You are the man in the arena. You are doing stuff. Therefore, you are feeling because failure and mistakes and wrongdoing are part of the equation. But people who you think might judge you are not in the arena. You are facing the gladiators. You are killing in the arena. Most people who don't do, who are not in the arena, criticize because it's easier. But even if they criticize, don't care so much. It does not matter. Most people don't really have time to think about you anyway. So do you, and who cares about failure? Keep on failing. If you are failing, it means you are doing something, you are taking action. It's better to fail than to think about something and never doing it. For today, I hope you can learn from my failures because I have failed more than once and I will keep on failing until I have what I want.